Okay, so continuing in our Foxfire report writer lesson, the next thing, I showed you how to do mail merge labels, but the next thing we're going to learn how to do is do actual labels direct from the computer, direct into the system, into the label. So again, going into the sales order module, we're going to do a new report under lessons. We're going to do a new report, and this time we're going to choose labels. Labels, we're going to come here. We're going to do it default presentation and OK. So this is lesson 5, lesson 6. And once you create label, you go into your data selection. This is where you would choose what format label you're going to use. And it has the Avery labels built into it. So if we're going to do, for instance, the 3 across 5160s, we come over here, 3 across, and only the ones that have 3 across come up. So we're going to use the 5160, which is the most common. And OK, and it actually draws a picture of it. So this is what the data is that goes into your label right down here. And so we're going to go to our customer master. And we're going to get, in this case, you must put it in the right order, because you can't move it around once it's here. So we have to go down and find the name. And go to our next line. We have to go to our address. Now, if the address line takes up the whole thing, I'll show you a little something that it does. If we go to, we double click on address 1, you notice how it's building it right here in front, right over here. And I click on address number 2, it's going to say, hey, do you want to start a new line with that? So I can say yes. And then I'm going to put my cursor on the 4th line, and I'm going to go down to city. And I'm going to put a comma, a space, and state. Are you watching how I'm doing that? Are you understanding it?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do 3 more spaces, and I'm going to put my zip code. And there's my mailing label.
Okay. What if I'm doing a promo mailing and want to use a promo code? Can I have a stat?
Yes, you can.
A constant field?
I can go right down here and say text.
Okay.
Okay, and there are no more lines available on that label at this point. So now I can go OK, and now I can set my filters and my sort method. So if I choose my sort method to be name, I want all my customers. I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to preview it.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
What if I want to filter international customers out?
You would go in here to filter, and you would put, and country is
Code
equals, or country code is not filled in. In other words, if it's a foreign country, you're going to fill that into the database.
Right.
So you want only the country is equal to blank.
Okay.
Or, that's what you would do. So you would say, you would add, and you would say country is not, or is blank.
Yeah.
And you would say OK and save it.
Now, even though you don't have country on there,
It still
it's
can
pulling it from the database.
That's
it's
correct.
filtering the
That's
database
right.
and not the label
That's
field.
right. That's correct.
Okay.
So when I say save and preview, there's your labels.
Okay.
And you can see what a mess your data is. that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Pretty easy, huh?
Mhm.
And that's how you create labels.
Excellent.
That's all there is to it. Any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this lesson. It's probably going to reset itself.